All right, we are here with the head coach of Fountain City out of Prattville, Alabama. Please introduce yourself again, sir.
I'm Darryl Whitehead. I'm the head football coach at Fountain City Prattville.
All right, Alabama, they play football down there, right?
Yes, sir, we do.
Okay. What is kind of the, I guess, future of college football do you see? Like, where is it going? Because there's talk about like conference expansion with college football. That's always going to have a downstream effect for this. You're going to have a lot of players that obviously can't make it up in there. Where do you see kind of college football going?
I'm going to answer that in a couple of ways. I enjoy college football. I enjoy college football a lot more than I enjoy watching the NFL. But growing up in the 70s and 80s, I'm seeing a big change that, because I'm a traditional guy, I don't care for a lot of things. I made a comment that the most exciting thing about Texas and Texas A&M both being in the SEC here in a couple of years, that I can go back to watching the Texas A&M game while I'm eating my turkey sandwich the day after Thanksgiving. So I'm not really a big fan of college expansion, but at the same time, I understand that things have to change and things have to evolve. So you just got to go with the flow. I mean, it's still football at the end of the day. I think with NIL deals and everything, it's going to become unlimited transfers and being able to play right away. I feel like it's going to mimic the NFL a little bit at some point, which I don't like, because I feel like that attitude filters down on what our kids, that what we're trying to deal with at the prep school level. I just told some the other day, this is prep school. It's not. This is not the NFL. I don't have that's not the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's the Fountain City Pirates. So you gotta act that part.
So there's a bit of managing expectations.
Yes, absolutely.
In some ways, you want to kind of have them act like, okay, you are D1, this is, national championship stuff like for college, but at the same time realize that you're also kind of, starting off your journey here.
That's right.
And do you notice there's more of a chip on their shoulder, like they're going to be more mature about it because they understand there's no safety net at this point?
Right, they do understand that there's no safety net. A lot of times they come without the chip on their shoulder, but we have I have a really good staff around me, so we do a good job of putting that chip on their shoulder to let them know that, hey, this doesn't have to be the end, but at the same time, what you put into this is what you put out to, is what you get out of it. So I'm 20-year retired Navy. I won't say exactly the way I say it to them,
right?
But
I can imagine.
Yes.
So you have to obviously wear a lot of different hats, because you're a coach, you're a mentor, you're kind of trying to get them into college, so you have to kind of do that. But you also have to have relationships with these colleges, correct? Like
exactly.
So that they know, hey, when this guy tells me this is a good player, I can believe them. How do you cultivate those relationships with the larger colleges to get your players in there?
Well, a lot of it, this is my third year of prep school. I spent the first 32 years of my career coaching at the high school level. So I've developed some relationships with some college coaches, some coaches that I've coached with at the high school level that are now coaching at the college level. So I have the contacts, and I let our guys know that when I promote you to these coaches, you got to make yourself promotable.
So you would say that's like a feature of the NPGAA, is the fact that there's coaches like you that legitimately have really good connections with the college level, and so any player that's coming to play on your team, as long as they put in the work and get the good film and the grades, they've got a great chance of having somebody see them at the right spot.
Absolutely, and I think that the biggest one of the biggest things that I have in my favor is my defensive line coach, co-defensive coordinator is Corey Thomas. Corey was a was a second team All-SEC defensive tackle at Mississippi State, has been to the Miami Dolphins camp, played for the Houston Gamblers of the USFL in the first year of the USFL. This past season he played with the Memphis Showboats. So, especially my defensive linemen that I recruit, I tell them, here's a guy on my staff that knows people that know people that know people. So,
all right, so you're about Alabama. White sauce fan on the barbecue?
no, sir.
Okay.
Red sauce.
There you go. That's you probably have to hide out in Alabama because they're all about the white sauce. There you go. Well, thank
It's
you,
more
man.
of a Northern Alabama thing.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you, man.
Yes, sir.
Good luck on the season.
All right.